Hey guys, thank you for joining us. I've never taught about this subject live before. Today we're going to be talking about ADHD, brain development, and what that has to do with your chiropractor. I'm Dr. Emil Tompkins. For the last 14 years, we have taken care of families and children dealing with ADHD, and we're happy to be able to serve your family. So what we're going to talk about today is what's called the brain development cascade, because if you're going to understand ADHD, if you're going to make any changes, we have to know how the brain, what the brain has to do with that. So number one, we're going to talk about some studies. There are a couple of research studies that MRI studies of the brains of some children with ADHD, and very commonly what was found was that there was underdevelopment in certain parts of the brain, particularly the frontal lobe. The only problem that we run into is there's no really good way to influence that frontal lobe directly. So one of the ways that you can influence indirectly is through the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is a part of the brain that deals with temperature regulation, a number of other things. That hypothalamus, when it's stimulated, will stimulate that frontal lobe. But then, how do you stimulate the hypothalamus? Well, to stimulate the hypothalamus, what you need to do is you activate the cerebellum. The cerebellum is in the back of the brain, and you have to make sure the cerebellum is functioning well. It deals with posture, it deals with balance, proprioception, that sort of thing. So if you get the cerebellum functioning well, that stimulates the hypothalamus, which stimulates the frontal lobe, which then starts to have effects on behavior and attention and that sort of thing. So that's the brain development cascade. So you ask, how do we stimulate that cerebellum? A couple of things. You stimulate the cerebellum with these proprioceptors. Proprioceptors are little nerve bundles found in every single joint in your body. Every single joint in your body, and the highest concentration of these proprioceptors is found right in the uppermost part of the neck. And so we've got to make sure that we're doing things that will help stimulate that area of the body. And so the way that you do that is with three very specific things. One, better posture. If we are influencing the body in a way that our posture is correct, then those proprioceptors tend to function better. Exercise. You want to make sure that you're exercising. Very specific types of exercise are going to help those proprioceptors function normally. Also, chiropractic. Again, those proprioceptors, they're found in every joint in the body, but the highest concentration are in that upper part of the neck. If you can activate those proprioceptors, if you can make sure that everything is functioning really well up there, that sends the right messages to the cerebellum, which then sends the right messages into the hypothalamus, which then stimulates that frontal lobe to grow and develop the way that it's supposed to. And that is how your chiropractor is going to help influence ADHD. Now, this is a developmental thing. This is not a very fast process at all. But if you are affecting these areas, you're going to be affecting brain development, and over time, you'll have an effect on attention deficit disorder. So I thank you. So if you want more information about this, I want you to click on our podcast. Click the link that's going to be in the comment section here in just a moment. Check out our podcast. Go ahead and listen to that. And in the show notes, there is a link to a freebie. This particular blog post, we talked about a number of different things, and one of them is an elimination diet. There's our elimination guide, a little cheat sheet with some of the foods that you want to try to use during this elimination diet period to help identify some of the foods that our kids can be sensitive to if we're dealing with attention deficit disorder. So check that out. Listen to the podcast, get the freebie, and work on making yourself, your family, as healthy as you can possibly be. That's the key. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Emil Tompkins. I thank you so much for joining us today. If you ever have any questions or you want to schedule a time to sit down and have a conversation or a consultation in our office, you can certainly do that. Just go to our website, tompkinschiropractic.com. Hey guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon.